Alright guys, welcome back to the 76 Adam Adventure video. We have the newest update, which we saw in the notice on Friday that they will be releasing a new Transcendent hero. Didn't really have time to make a video about it because we were busy with the Konosuba collaboration. But if I had to guess, if they're going to go back with Sins, maybe like Giant Diane, I guess. I'm not entirely too sure. You hope it's Commandment, so for that reason, I'm guessing Esterosa. But we'll see. Into the characters, though, it's most likely HOWZER, because he was leaked. So let's see who it is and what they actually do and what's in his update. So Knight of the Storm HOWZER. This is, yeah, like I said, it was leaked. It's possible we could see Grimo come next if they're doing like the Holy Trinity, you know, the trio, right? The trio troublemakers, I think they're called. So Grimo might be next, which would be kind of cool. So we have a green debuffer. To be fair, GoFund was really good, and we did say that whoever comes out during this update is more likely going to support King. So we'll see what he actually does towards debuffers. But we can see already here, he's doing more damage towards Nightmare, or not Nightmare, stage bosses. So that might be a good thing. Also, kind of weird because it is Halloween and we didn't get Halloween. We're getting a Halloween update, assuming it's update. It's just not a Halloween character. Maybe in 2 weeks time we might get one because there's still an opportunity to do like Diane, even Slater, for example. So let's see. So first skill, normal skill, deals damage equal to 205 to a target, then inflict a weathering upon a successful attack. Weathering increases final damage taken, stacks up to 5 times. This is permanent as well. It doesn't even like run out. It's just permanent, which is actually pretty decent, and also just does more damage with a final damage increase by 800%. Pretty sure it's gonna be the same as Jericho. So we have like a new Jericho without it being a debuffer. Jericho with a DPS, right? What's your debuffer? I think she might be a debuffer. So we might just have like a new Jericho, but a green one now, basically. So now we have the Tempest Javelin. Deals damage equal to 371 attack onto all enemies in a 3x10 area in front of itself every 5 seconds. Inflicts the target with Headwind for 3 seconds. And also Paralysis for 1 second upon a successful attack, which is going to decrease final evasion by 25%, which is pretty decent. Crit chance, not so much. The Paralysis is decent because if okay, Tifa, who does that? It's unable to move or attack during duration, so it's almost treated as a petrifier, right? It is guaranteed, not even a chance, so it is going to stop them for like, you know, 1 second, which if you watch my like best team build that I've used for my normal stages, we really do like Drool, the light type one, the newest one basically, because he's got a fast attack animation. He does really fast attacks and he has a chance to petrify, and it's pretty decent because especially when you get like Escanors or big characters that do big ultimates, if you're able to paralyze them during that ultimate animation before they use it, it does cancel it, right? So yeah, it's not a bad one, although let's see what the ultimate does. So we have Breakthrough. Deals damage equal to 1,163 attack onto all enemies 6 meters of the target. Inflicts bleed and weaken for 10 seconds upon successful attack. If it's obviously all of them actually, it's going to increase damage dealt if it's a stage boss. I think that's a typo. It's got to be 800, right? Surely it's not. Oh no, to be fair. Okay, so it's 800. Okay, so it's still final damage increase. It's just how much times by the wither, right? The wither debuff, which is going to be maxed out at 10 anyway. And it also down here we have bleed, which I think does count towards King. So that's decent. And for the looks of it, once again, the bleed is permanent. So use the ultimate. King's now got a permanent bleed on, so he can just do more damage. Oh, actually, it's Diane. Oh, okay, we'll see what she does. So, yeah, they're just looking like they're going for the Sins. She might be crazy because she's got really fast attack speed as well. And I kind of liked her. A lot of people say she was kind of a decent DPS, but yeah, I'm not really feeling this character too much. Decreased final attack. Like, if there was more debuffs that supported damage increase other than the final damage, you know, taken, you know, increase, right? So, like, it's okay. And it is by 20%. Is that the main thing? Like we have a lot of characters in the game that have the final evasion, but hey, you know what? It's probably a good thing it's a skip because, well, we have King out right now. Better to go towards King and maybe save in 2 weeks' time, which will probably get leaked actually. So maybe I'll make a video about it if it's a really cool character. There might be a really cool Halloween character and they might be really good. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not feeling this one. I think in like the last few characters we've gotten, might be one of the worst, man. I don't know. Gilfond on paper sounded cracked. At least he buffed the team by increasing crit damage. Didn't work out as well in terms of PvP, but you definitely see the potential, and it could be good once we get a more deep attack. Well, like, I just don't see a use this character. I feel like we already have Blue Jericho, and the team building still limited towards 10, right? We are getting, like, kind of filled up. You rather use draw. You rather use, obviously, your big DPSs. In fact, you might want to use all your DPSs. So you got Fat King on. You got the new King. You got, you know, Infinity Merlin. Maybe even Berserk Melee still. You've got Sop Melee. You got Escanor. The one. You got a tank character. You don't really have time to fit this character in a little bit. We'll test them out, but we'll see. So, here we go. Transcendent Diane. So, I think by this point, most people should have the Barn up towards a high rank. I'm not gonna lie, we slacked a little bit this past few weeks, so I did miss a few of them. I think mine's 1 star away from Super Awakening, or the other way around. I'm not entirely too sure. But hey, let's see what she does. So she was a red debuffer. So she's now still a debuffer, because normally you can change, right? And remember, she gets a trait too. So the trait is Guardian of Earth. Increase final defense of tank heroes assigned to the team by 30%, and final attack of DPS heroes by 25%, and final accuracy for supporters and debuffers by 25%. Wow, is that... Okay, I want to say this is the best character. In a way. Kinda. Because melee increases... I need to check. I'm pretty sure melee increases attack by 20%, right? Or was it 30? So yeah, Meliodas is 20% attack for sins and also accuracy, which, to be fair, Diane is not doing for every single character. But then again, though, the main ones are like DPS. It's like, yeah, my Barn's not getting more attack. Who cares, right? But like King's getting it, the DPS character. Assault Melee is getting it. So is Escanor. So is Merlin. The main DPS is the ones that want the attack is getting it, right? So you're getting now an extra 5%, and also you're getting more accuracy on your supporters and debuffers, which, to be fair, you kind of want more a little bit, actually, because once again, we've kind of gone to the point now, a little bit in the past when the game first came out, what you cared about was all your characters doing damage because they were doing damage, but we've gone to the point now where our DPSs are doing so much more than my Barn, who's like another character we can kind of showcase a little bit. Let's say Gallant, for example, right? So Gallant, what you want to use him for if you are bringing him in towards your normal stages, all you care about is him landing his debuffs, right? And that kind of goes for even this new HOWZER, for example. If you're using him, especially at low dupe level, what you care about is him landing his debuffs, because especially for someone like him, for example, him lowering the final evasion means you're able to more likely not miss, and that's kind of important. So to get over that hurdle of him landing those debuffs first does help out the team. So the fact that she increases the accuracy of supporters and debuffers is kind of huge, actually. Tank heroes... Defense is, sure, decent. I don't think you're too stressed out about it, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's just more of a benefit, because they're still like, I'm thinking that right now. My Derriere, does she need it? Probably not. She's got immortality. I guess if anything, it'll make her survive a little longer. Defense is probably the better stat, of course, right? And also like Esterosa, if you're still using him, he doesn't care too much. Maybe we'll get a better tank character in the future that like benefits more from defense a little bit. Not that EO don't do it, but it's like, I think towards, let's say, I mean, we already got crit chance with King, but you know, Gluxinia, if you got more crit chance and crit damage, maybe a bit better. But yeah, that is already, I think, make Pages one of the best, actually. Definitely a lot better than Barn. Like I said, my Barn's a little bit behind. We slacked off, man, I can't lie. But you know what, he's at to a point where he's still usable. I actually haven't even made a video on him too much, but he was just, yeah, normal damage for sins, and also, what, crit damage? Which, the crit damage is decent. That's probably about it, though, isn't it? Okay, so normal skill. So remember, she spams these, right? Because she gets increased attack speed. So deal damage equal to 280 onto a target. 50% chance to inflict resistance down for 2 seconds upon a successful attack, which is going to lower the critical resistance by 22%. Pretty decent. It is an actual critical resistance down, which, to be fair, there aren't... Is there that many? I know there are like a few characters in the game that do it, right? It's just they do it through different debuffs, right? So like King Escanor, he does it, but it counts as through the burn debuff. So that might overlap a little bit with some people, but getting out a normal skill, it's pretty decent. Pretty short, because it is only 2 seconds, but remember, she should get the fast attack speed, which they might have buffed in it. So it's should be spamming that quite a lot. Alright, then we have the Deadly Rock. So it deals damage equal to 428 onto all enemies within a 3 meter of the initial target every 5 seconds, and also inflict the target with Break, which is going to lower the critical defense. Critical defense is pretty good, actually. Hang on. Once again, my big worry is it overlaps characters. Who has critical defense? Like, I know Fat King does it, but it's through the disaster debuff, right? So it isn't technically a critical defense lower. But 42% is pretty decent. And once again, it stacks up with obviously King. In fact, both the Kings, right? So you're gonna have like 242% managed critical defense. You're going to use some big crits. And you have Ground Gladius, which is going to deal damage equal to 100 or 1,250 until all enemies within a 4 by self radius of the initial target. Upon a successful attack, inflict the target's hit with evasion down for 5 seconds, increase their cooldown by 2, and then grant Energy of Earth to all allies for 5 seconds, which is going to decrease damage taken from Reflex by 50%. Wow. And increase critical defense. Okay, she's got to be the best one I think we've gotten, right? Because the problem with the OG melee was it was just Sin, which is not a bad thing, but it's also a single target character. Where Diane, does she still have the attack speed? Okay, so a few changes. Let's go through it. So she does have, yeah, she doesn't have the increased attack speed, right? The Earth's Calling. They've removed that from the actual ultimate. Instead, you now get this Energy of Earth, so you take decreased damage from Reflex. I guess that's good in PvP. But you have to use the ultimate first though, and by then they might have already killed your whole team, right? Because you might have just died to Reflect. And Escanor bypasses it, so it doesn't really matter. Probably a bit more decent when it comes towards Tower Trials, because Tower Trials there is a few times where Escanor just kills your team. Yeah, I think this is pretty good, man. Like, I think this is a really good debuff, like actual trait. I think that might go into towards all your teams. It's now just basically a better buff from your Lost Win Meteoris, and also your supporters now get more buffs as well, which actually can be pretty decent, especially at low dupe levels. This one seems good, but I thought you were to spam more of it, so it's not too bad. 50% is not bad. The break is there, and so you have the evasion down. So wait, hang on, let me go back to this HOWZER. Surgery bleed. He does bleed, right? It's only like, yeah, he does bleed, but King already does that. But it's permanent. Okay. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. We'll have to wait and see, man. I think, like, once again, the biggest thing a little bit is probably more of the fact that she is AoE. So you have this actual, like, just decreased critical defense at the start of the game, basically, right? Every 5 seconds. And if you do like a big O Escanor, or like any of your big DPSs, if they crit, especially if you have King in the team as well, which King is going to increase your crit chance and also lower the critical defense too. Yeah, I think that could be pretty decent, you know. I just feel like the ultimate here might not get too much use. Alright, so that's kind of the characters. We have Gelder and Banner 2. So, I mean, once again, if you haven't already made the 2, or if you haven't already made the 3, probably going to go towards, remember, you can only use 1 trait per team. This is just way more helpful. It's just a better version of Lost Vein. Way more helpful than the actual Barn one. The Barn one, which you don't remember, is literally just what? Crit damage and also like lifesteal. On more damage and normal skills, which was more for green characters. I'd say like a Slot Medi, for example, because I think they released at the same time. And it felt like it was just made for Tower Trials, just for the green team. So that's kind of what he's made for. He does heal a little bit, but it's literally only for Tower Trials, where this one's going to be like, okay, you can use it in all your teams. You're going to get the evasion down. You're going to get some actual critical resistance. Pretty much is a better version of what this HOWZER wants to be a little bit too, right? So yeah, must have a little bit. Definitely making this one. Remember, once again, only 1 trait can be used per team. So this is just a better one. And at least it works in, I guess, not only Tower Trials, but also towards PvP. It's not too bad. They're also increasing the combat classes. We're getting more stages. They're now returning the Halloween event. HOWZER, if you lot didn't see it as well, it is going to be a normal banner. It's not going to be festivals. It's OG HOWZER, right? It looks like the site doesn't want to update. But yeah, you can spend 200 or 300k. And we should be getting a Halloween update, right? So this event's returning. Just the classic one. Always good if you get like that golden chest. And then what else is there? There is, okay, so you get a special ticket 5, which instantly grants 1 of the special heroes from number 5. I guess that includes King, right? They've given quite a few out. Little ghost border, that's kind of cool. Are we getting the boss to return or nah? Is it not in here? Mythical gem box, legendary ones. I don't see the boss. Really. Maybe they want to return in 2 weeks or like next week if they want to do like another like, mini update. We don't typically get updates on dead weeks, but there is, at least last year was like an actual Halloween boss fight, which we don't really get too many boss fights. We only do that for Halloween and Christmas, so it'd be pretty good actually if we can get that to return, just for basically more content, right? But yeah, I think that's basically it. I saw a little update down here. Let's quickly check what this is all about. Just quickly run through it. So improvement towards the gem feature. A new gem merge feature has been added, allowing you to merge an epic plus to grades higher, literally the same time as CSGO, basically, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty good because I'm stuck. Wait, hang on. Amount needed 10 to merge. Because I need to get Legendary Plus to expand or go further. But it's taking too long, right? I literally cannot do it. So that is... If we can merge from Legendary Plus... I assume if it... Can you merge Legendary to Legendary Plus? I assume you can. Hopefully you can, because then there's no point. I guess it helps other people, though. Then... Gems special crafting feature added. A special crafting feature has been added, allowing you to remove the bonus effects conditions from gems. Okay. Once again, give me one of those where like we have to wait and see how it looks in game because it's kind of hard to read just off text. And then also 56 gem slots has been added. You can now buy. And the Advent boss battle, before you could buy a special selection ticket hero number 1. I think it was pretty bad. I don't think I even bought it. Well, now you get a special ticket 2, special ticket 3, which is probably the best one. I think that includes Merlin, if I'm not mistaken. Because Escanor should be 4, and then King should be 5, I think. So it includes Merlin. So you get guaranteed Merlin every week, which is not too bad. Special ticket 2 is not the worst. I think there might be a few characters you might be missing a little bit that you can probably get duped out. So I guess it's just better. Could have been a bit more better with the 4s though. I guess getting one Escanor a week would be bad or too much for the game, I guess, apparently. And in Greater Artifact Pack 2, Night Shop, they now added 2 and 3. And then Guild Thunder is now in the actual tickets. They've now expanded the achievements. Definitely excited about Diane. So unfortunately, we can't really properly use it for like a few weeks. Because if anything, I can now only just start using Barn. And he's now like, we're now getting a new character. So I do like the Transcendence thing. Because it gets you in every day. It does keep you grinding and playing. Something to look forward to. It's just a bit sad. Like, oh wow, this is a really cool character. But you're not able to use her properly for a month. Because she is... She's not range, right? I think she's got a bigger range, but I don't think she's range. Oh, no, she is range. Okay. You know what? Maybe not too bad then. Because at least before, the problem with, like, Melly and what was it, Barn, was they weren't range. So you just walk in and instantly die. Where at least for her, you can, like, defend her, like, keep her in the back line. So you're probably going to get more use out of her early on. So, yeah, especially towards, like, normal stages. Gonna be pretty good actually. So yeah, definitely a must buy for Diane. Most of you lot should probably finish your Barn, so you should then be moving on towards your Diane. And then for HOWZER, a bit of a stinker. We'll try him tomorrow, of course, anyway, but we'll see. And then considering there's no Halloween boss, you hope it makes sense that Guild has actually come back. But hopefully in 2 weeks we get a actual Halloween update, and also, well, not Halloween update, but Halloween bosses, which will be past Halloween. But oh well, they missed Valentine's by a month, and then hopefully a Halloween character. And to be fair, I've been typically getting leaks anyway, so I'll probably see what it is. And if it is something cool, we'll make a video about it. I don't think there was a developer update though. There is showing me the update. It's just like a developer notes Q&A, which I don't think they've said anything crazy. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and peace.